Welcome to the Big Success Show. Today, 3 keys to create your best self.
Big Success with the Professor and Mary-Lynn.
If you're a regular here at Big Success, you've probably heard us say this before, but we're going to risk saying it again. There's something that all entrepreneurs know that most people don't, and that is, in our fast-changing, chaotic world, you cannot predict the future. You have to create your future.
And that's thinking like an entrepreneur.
You better believe it.
What we do here at Big Success.
Yes. Hi, I'm George Kruger, a.k.a. The Professor.
And I'm Mary-Lynn. We found a great quote that emphasizes this point about creating your future. It comes from author Neil Donald Walsh. The deepest secret is that life is not a process of discovery, but a process of creation. You are not discovering yourself, but creating yourself anew. Seek, therefore, not to find out who you are. Seek to determine who you want to be.
Man, I think that's a powerful quote, Mary-Lynn.
It is.
It's becoming one of my favorites.
Who do you want to be?
Who do you want to be? That's right.
I'm asking, who do you want to be?
I want to be the Professor.
Excellent. You're doing a fine job, too.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, that means I want to be Elvis.
Oh, you know. Oh, goodness.
But you know, Mary-Lynn's already asked this question. It's really important for you to find who do you want to be? Because that simple question encompasses 3 grand things all at once. That
means we're going to pull out the professor's whiteboard for 3 keys to create your best self.
I need to throw away the key to this closet, Mary-Lynn.
That would be a key thing to do.
I think so.
All right. So the 3 keys to create your best self are vision, mission, and values. We're going to break each one down on our show today. So let's start with number 1, vision.
Yeah, and I think we all have a concept of this. We have a vision of our vision, a vision, I guess I should say. Not necessarily our vision, but a vision of vision. But really, your vision is your view of the life that you imagine living. It's your final destination. We like to call it destination big success.
And that's big with 2 G's.
That's right.
But, okay, that just seems so far off, though. I mean, why can't I live the life that I envision now? Why does it have to be so far away? Well,
the thing is, Brandon, there's certainly in your vision, there should be some room for spontaneity. Okay. Mm-hmm. But the thing to understand is that what happens with most people is if I don't think longer term, if I don't have something to strive for, not just today, but, you know, next year, maybe the next 3 years, the next 5 years, if I don't have something more long term to push myself towards, I end up kind of going on a trip to nowhere. I end up not really being enthusiastic about life. I'm not excited about the day ahead or the week ahead.
Right, you start feeling stuck.
Precisely.
And just kind of like you're running in circles. A lot of people will say, I'm just going through the motions.
Going through the motions, yes. Exactly right. That's exactly what you're going to experience if you don't define your vision.
So by defining your vision, it's kind of like saving for retirement, making sure you've got something in the end.
That's exactly right, Mary-Lynn. It's just, keep in mind, your vision is not just about your financial goals. It's also about really kind of a 360-degree view of the life you want to live. And we're talking, you notice, we're talking about transformation here. What is it that you want to achieve? Where is it that you want to go?
Okay. So what are some tips for creating your vision? I mean, is it just like one vision? Can you have multiple ideas that wrap into your vision? How do we put this into motion?
Well, if you think about it, Mary-Lynn, your vision is your big goal, and that is big with 2 big old G's. Yes. But the thing is, your vision is a big goal. What you're talking about is you also want multiple smaller goals, personal, professional, and financial, that are leading you towards that big goal. So you have multiple goals all leading towards one vision.
Okay, well, let's say, all right, I'm just going to throw out some goals here. Let's say I'm about to be a college graduate, so I want a degree. Let's say I've put on the college 20, so I want to lose some weight.
Okay.
And ultimately, I want to live in Florida. So those are goals that I'm working toward. Mm-hmm. How does that become my vision?
Pretty simple. Your vision is you're a college-educated, healthy Floridian.
Oh, okay.
Right? I mean, that's kind of the vision of what you just described. Mm-hmm. So you're putting nouns to those verbs. get a college degree, well, becomes college educated, because your vision is it's forward looking, but it's also taking us back to where we are. How do we get to that point?
Well, and I guess that brings another question, because that vision isn't that far off, and in this particular example,
right?
So then, once you become this college educated, healthy Floridian, then it's time to set another vision.
Yeah. I mean, you'll have multiple visions over the course of your life. Now, keep in mind, your vision should be fairly long term. I mean, some people say, picture your funeral. We don't tend to go quite that far. We'd like you to still be living and breathing, because then you can do something about it. But the eulogy idea is a good one. It's just we tend to do better because the world is so chaotic. We probably tend to do better if we're thinking a little bit long term, but not too long term. 5 years, maybe 10. And think about this. I once heard somebody say, we're often disappointed with what we can accomplish in a year, but we can't believe how much we can accomplish in 5 years. And I think that's very true, and that's what your vision does. Your vision gets you kind of on that little longer pathway, like 5 years. In 5 years,
like when life happens and kind of throws you a curveball, and you're a little behind on being where you wanted to be, you don't give up, because it's a longer term goal vision anyway.
Exactly right. And that vision has to be integrated and centered, those goals have to be integrated and centered around one vision, so that you have your goals working together towards that common vision. And here's a big tip.
That's big with 2 G's.
Start with defining your vision before you start defining your goals. So your goals help you get to your vision. You got to have the vision in place first. It's your North Star.
And the goals are the little steps, the little achievements that you make along the way.
Precisely.
So that you're not just waiting around for this big, for that ultimate destination.
Right. Because, think about when we first landed a person on the moon, we didn't jump from Earth to the moon. We had to do all kinds of things to get there, so we could take that one small step for
leap.
man, one giant leap for mankind, right?
Yeah.
So yes.
All right. We're talking about 3 keys to create your best self, and number 1 was the vision. Number 2 is your mission.
Yeah, your mission answers the why. So whereas the vision is more where or what, your mission is more why. Why is it so important for you to reach your vision?
And so your mission.
I'm sorry.
Why is it?
Why is it so important? Your mission is answering the question, why is it so important for you to reach your vision?
Okay, gotcha.
Yes. We could probably make a rap out of this, Mary-Lynn, but I wouldn't be the one to sing it.
No, don't do the rapping professor?
No.
So the mission
Some
is very...
people are probably saying, I wish this was a rap. I wish they'd be done right now.
Okay. So to dive in a little bit deeper into the mission is very personal.
Yes.
This is very personal to you. So you're asking yourself, like, why is it important that I have that college degree? Why do I have that goal? Why is it important that I live a healthier lifestyle?
Yes, because your mission helps you determine why your vision matters. What difference is it going to make when you achieve it? What difference will it make in your life? What difference will it make in maybe your loved one's life? What difference will it make in an organization you're serving? What difference will it make in the world, or at least your corner of it?
And now our 3rd key to create your best self is to think about your values.
Yeah, and your values are what you stand for. On our journey to big success, the boundaries kind of set the values kind of set the boundaries. Okay. So if you picture a highway, the boundaries are kind of like the shoulders. They're kind of keeping you on the road, on the highway, and that's what we want out of our values. This
is about how you want to be known. This is how you are going to live your life. So some common examples would be honesty. I want to be honest in everything that I do, in all of my endeavors. I want to love others. I want to be kind. I want to have achievement in my life. For some, maybe it's wealth. I want to attain wealth. I want to do my work with integrity. Integrity is another one.
And keep in mind, just like your vision, this is aspirational too. It's not necessarily these are the values I hold right. I mean, it is what you hold right now, but it's also the ones you want to hold. But the key thing is, what do I stand for? And you notice, Mary-Lynn, I love the fact the first one you said was honesty. And through this whole process, it's so important to be honest with yourself.
Oh, yeah.
It's hugely important. So, if you think of a football game, the best analogy I could come up with, I think, or an analogy, maybe not the best, but it's think of a football game. I'm coming up with this, I think, because it's football season. So your values are like the rule book. That's one way to think about it. Or another thing to think about would be think about it as the rules of the road. If we're thinking about driving, it's the rules of the road. But in the game of life, we get to write the rule book ourselves.
Excellent.
Now, I mean, there's rules out there, right?
Right.
But I mean, we get to write the rule books. Do we follow all those rules? That kind of thing. These are the things that are most important to you in how you accomplish your vision. There may be certain things you're not willing to do for your, to move you towards your vision. There may be things that they have to be part of it. I have to behave in a certain way. I have to hold something true and dear.
Maybe you have to add risk as part of your values, because you're not going to be able to achieve what you want without taking some risk.
Precisely. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's review here with 3 keys to create your best self. There's vision, and your vision is your view of the life you imagine living. It's your final destination. Mission, number 2. Your mission answers the why. Why is it so important for you to reach your vision? And then number 3 is values. Your values are what you stand for. They set the boundaries on the journey to your vision.
Now, once you know the answer to these 3 keys, you're ready to start creating your best self. Day by day, step by step, you'll take the actions to get from the person you are right now to the person that you want to be. You will feel the transformation taking place. This growth will carry you to destination big success.
Are you looking for transformation in your life? Take our free life purpose quiz. You'll find it at Big Success, that's big with 2 G's, success.com. And join us next time. We're going to talk about 4 steps, since we've been talking about transformation, 4 steps to find transformational opportunities.
Ooh, that sounds really good, Mary-Lynn.
It's going to be great.
I can't wait. And I also can't wait to thank you for listening to our show today.
Until next time,
here's to your big success.
Find big success at biggsuccess.com.